welcome to the Dr. Carney shooting range for day 2 of the Issf World Cup final, live for you here from New Delhi. My name is Rory McAllister and I'll be your commentator for this upcoming final, the 50-metre rifle 3 positions men's. We've had the women's final. Position coming up, and the athletes coming out of the call room. Some faces in this one as well. We have the world champion, we have the Olympic champion, Leo Yukon, also the world record holder and world number 1. It's a real tasty final. Yuri Plivatsky, known as Yurka, also in this final, former world record holder. Istvan Penny features in this one. You can just see Alexander Schmel there of Austria, so experienced on the world circuit. And India represented twice as well in this final, so a chance for them to get on the podium. Kazakhstan and Finland, also the other countries represented in this final.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Athletes to the line.
So Chief Range Officers call for the athletes to the line.
New Delhi, please make some noise and welcome our athletes.
So led out by Chain Singh of India. TV, Facebook. Do like and subscribe to the channel, that way the algorithm will work in your favour, and pop the finals up. You'll be notified before they are actually broadcast, just a few seconds before, so you can jump on. Here's the rest of our schedule for today. Just coming up to 1 o'clock local time here in New Delhi for the 50-metre rifle 3 position men's final. And then later today we'll go to 25 metres for pistol. First of all, the women at 3 o'clock. And then 4:45 for the 25-metre rapid fire, one of my favourites. Meanwhile, the 10 ring is 10.4 millimetres in this one. Incredible. 5.6 millimetre ammunition as well. Maximum weight of the rifle up to 8 kilos. In this one, it's 5.5 in 10 metres, but for 50 metres, you can have a heavier rifle as it's a longer bore. And 45 shots, well, unless we go to a shoot-off. And that means if there's a tie, then we have to decide via a shoot-off, highest score then wins. So 3 series of 5 shots in the kneeling position, and then a 7-minute change over time. Then we go to prone, which is lying down, and 3 series in the prone position.
5-minute
Then
preparation.
we have a 9-minute change over time.
Start.
And we go to the standing position. Only 2 series then in standing, because once it gets to 40 shots, we eliminate 8th and 7th place at once. And then the eliminations come after every shot, and then we go down to decide the medals. Just looking at the world rankings, Leo Yukon, well, what has he not achieved? I remember seeing him back in Seoul in 2017, when he took a gold medal there. I was announcer that day. He also has a silver medal from the World Cup final in Doha last year. He's also the Olympic champion, took the gold medal at the Rio Olympic qualifying event back in April, and took the world record twice in 2 days from the world number 2. It's incredible really, because the World Cup in Granada didn't have any 25 or 50 metre events. It meant for the Olympic qualifier, the 25 and 50 metre events had to be run twice, and Leo Yukon managed to take the world record twice in 2 days. And Also was awarded the ISSF Athlete of the Year. So let's get on with the lineup then. On firing point A, representing Kazakhstan, is Konstantin Malinovsky, now 25 years old, world number 15, competed at the Paris Olympic Games, and there's that gold medal at the Asian Championships in Changwon last year.
Good afternoon, New Delhi. I'm Jamie. I'm the announcer for this final. Just a little bit of housekeeping for anybody who's just arrived in the final hall. If you are missing a black USB
here is
stick
the world number 1, the Olympic champion, and the world record holder. He's also the ISSF Athlete
But
of
anyway,
the Year.
there is a black USB that has
this
been
man
found.
capable
I have
of
it here. If you
this
are missing a
afternoon?
black
27
USB stick,
years
let
old.
me know and I'll give it back to you.
Fuel is the coach.
So we are gearing up for the final rifle final at this ISSF World Cup final, New Delhi 2024.
Alexei
which feels
Lepa,
weird to
representing
say. We only
Finland.
started yesterday.
His medal
This is
collection
just day
speaks
2
for
of
itself.
competition.
That gold medal at the Olympic
We've got 2 more
qualification
pistol
event
competitions
in
coming
Rio.
up later today. But first of all, it's all about the 50-meter rifle, the 3 positions, men's final. Our 8 athletes are preparing for
John
3
Dyson
series of 5 shots
is
in
the
the
Finland
kneeling
coach.
position. That's coming up first. Followed by 3 series of 5 shots in the prone position.
Isfan Penny, just
and
look at the
then
medals.
2 series of 5 shots.
I'm sure the graphic
in the
will be on screen
standing
long enough for you
position.
to count them all.
After that
That's how
second series
decorated
in the
this man is.
standing,
Recently married.
athletes in 8th
He's had a
and
big year.
7th
And
places
Isfan Penny is in
will
his
be
second
eliminated
final of this
from
World
the
Cup final.
competition.
Took a silver medal in the 10 metres.
We'll then have 5 single
yesterday.
shots still in the
And there's
standing
his
position.
father, there's Isfan Penny
After
Senior.
each of those shots,
Also,
another athlete
his father,
will leave the
who's
competition.
Isfan's
Shot
father,
44 will decide the bronze medal.
Isfan Jr.'s
Shot
grandfather,
45,
also
silver and gold
called
medals.
Isfan Penny.
If during the single shot phase of the competition we have a tie-break situation,
keeping it in the
then
family,
the athletes
to his
in
Yuri
that
Privatsky,
tie-break
known
situation
as
will
Yaka,
fire additional
to his friends,
single
family and
shots
teammates.
until
He also
the
has it
tie
stitched down
has
the
been
side of his
broken.
suit. Again, his medal collection speaks for itself. The world number 2, the former world record holder.
So they are the rules, and we are live on TV on the ISSF YouTube channel, Facebook page. We're broadcasting this
Lobos
final and
World
all the
Cup will be
finals
the coach.
from the ISSF World Cup Final 2024.
Representing Czechia.
You can see the live pictures on the big screen on your left-hand side, also on your right-hand side as well as you face the field of play. Our TV commentator
And
for this
Phil
competition
Shedon,
is Rory. He's over
representing
there.
India.
There he is. Give him a wave. He's waving at you. Wave back. It's polite. Or clap, even better.
He's
Very
on firing
nice.
point
Good
F,
clapping for
now
Rory.
29
so he's
years
our TV
old.
commentator, and we
There's
are
that
less
gold
than
medal
1
in
minute
the Asian
away from this
qualifier.
final getting
Jakarta.
started. So when you see big
Earlier
scores,
this year I was there that
give
for
those
that
big
competition
scores
myself,
a big
commentator
cheer.
that
Let
day.
the world hear you, New Delhi.
And there was
In around
alongside
about 40
Whiskers, the
seconds from now,
cat.
I'm
If
going
you
to
saw
introduce you to
the
your
coverage
8
of Jakarta
finalists
on
competing
ISSF
in
TV,
the
there was a
50
cat
meter
that used to
rifle,
come and
free
sit next to me
positions,
every day that
men's finals. So
ended
get
up
ready to
being
make
my
lots of noise for you,
co-commentator.
New Delhi.
Here's Alexander Schmel, so experienced on
30
firing
seconds.
point G, now 35 years old. Joint eldest in this final alongside Chain Singh, who's going to be introduced next. And Franz Roth, looking focused, determined and ready for action. And here's the second athlete from India, Chain Singh, competed at the Rio Olympics. There's those 2 golds in the World Cup and Asian Championships.
Stop. Unload.
Kumar is the coach.
Athletes may remain in position, but turn head and face towards the spectators.
On behalf
So Jamie
of the
Stanger of
organising
Great Britain is
committee
the
of the
announcer once
ISSF
again
World
for this
Cup
final.
New
And is
Delhi
now introducing the
2024
athletes to the
and
crowd from
International
firing
Shooting
point
Sport
A
Federation.
right the way through
Welcome
to firing
to the
point
Dr.
H.
Ikani Singh shooting range. The final competition for the 50-meter rifle, 3 positions, men's event will now take place. So let's meet and welcome the athletes. On firing point A, representing Kazakhstan, with a tally of 3 World Cup medals across the rifle events, all silver. The
So firing
25-year-old
point
is
A,
competing at his
Konstantin
first World Cup
Malinovsky,
final. Let's
25 years
welcome
old.
Konstantin Malinovsky.
7th at the World Championships in Baku. That was in the 50-meter prone event.
On
Also
firing
silver
point
medals,
B,
3 of them at
representing
World
the
Cups,
People's Republic
the
of
team
China.
and individual
The
events.
ISSF Athlete
Here's the
of
world
the
number
Year
1,
is looking
world
to
record holder,
upgrade
Olympic
on his World Cup
champion.
final silver
And
from
this
last year
is
in
Leo Yukon.
Doha. He's the world number 1. world record holder and Olympic champion, it's Liu Yu-kun.
Surely capable of a podium place here today. We just have to see.
On firing point at C, representing Finland. This summer he became an Olympian after winning gold at the Issf Olympic qualification event in Rio. World Cup bronze to his name from Baku 2022. This is his first World Cup final appearance. It's Aleksi Leppä.
On firing point C, representing Finland. 30 years old. 2 gold medals at the World Championships.
D, representing Hungary.
And also
The
world
number 7 now has 7 World Cup final medals to his name, including gold in this event from here in New Delhi back in 2017. He's back again after 10-meter silver yesterday. It's Issf Penny.
Issf Penny, who took a silver medal yesterday in the 10 meters.
On a firing point E, representing
Delhi.
Czechia. Back again after yesterday's 10-meter bronze, his second World Cup final medal. The world number 3 finished 4th at Paris 2024 and has 5 World Cup medals to his name from this event, including 4 golds. It's Jirka Brevatsky.
And Yuri Brevatsky, known as Jirka, has introduced the world number 2.
And
Still
on
only 23
point
years old and has achieved so much already.
India.
Including those
He's
4
the Baku
golds
2023
and
World
3
Championship
at
bronze
World Cups.
medalist with 3 World Cup medals to his name. This
Akil
is
Sharan.
his second final appearance at a World Cup final at the 5th in Doha last year.
Gold at the
Let's
World
give
Cup
a New
in
Delhi welcome
Guadalajara.
to Akil Sharan.
I remember being there for that one myself all those years ago. And also seeing him in Japan.
Moving on over to firing point G, representing Austria. The 2-time Olympian has a tally of 7 World Cup medals across the rifle events. After claiming World Championship gold at Baku 2023, he is the world champion.
35 years old.
Alexander Schmerl.
Coming up for his 36th birthday.
And on firing point H, representing India,
Current world
he competed
champion.
at the Rio
He's the Olympic
2016
champion
Olympic Games.
and
He's a
world
10-meter
champion in this
Asian
final.
champion, a 3 positions Asian Games bronze medalist with 2 World Cup medals from the
Competed
rifle
at the Rio
disciplines.
Games.
It's Chain Singh.
Very popular with the crowd, 35 years old.
All right, let me tell you that the jury member in charge of this final is Mekhasan Bangle of India. And our chief range officer is Viren Bhatt of India.
And also Viren Bhatt, once again. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator. Thanks very much for joining us live here from New Delhi on Issf
So this
TV.
is the final of the 50-meter rifle 3 positions men's event. First of all, we'll have a free series of 5 shots in the kneeling position.
On time.
And these series will be
It's
fired
exactly
in a
1
time
o'clock
of
local
200
time here in New Delhi. This is what happened in
200
qualification
seconds
earlier today.
per
Alexander
series.
Schmerl at the top alongside Brevatsky, both on 5.93. And that's how they line up from firing point A right down to firing point H. So 2 athletes from India. And will India manage to get onto the podium in this one? Here's the world number 1, the Olympic champion. And there it is, the world record on the screen. It was broken twice in 2 days in Baku. And the World Cup. I think I said earlier it was Rio. So just correcting myself there. Even
For
I
the
forget
first
to commentate
competition
on both
series,
events for Rio and Baku, but it's been such a long year, and with the Olympic Games in there as well.
Start.
This is where this culmination of this World Cup final is such a great event to celebrate and close off the ISSF calendar for 2018. So we're underway. A 10.9 is the highest individual score. And we're likely to see that perhaps in the kneeling position. But certainly there's a greater chance of seeing that in the prone position. The kneeling position position where most of the athletes begin their careers, if you like. Not as much stability as you would get in the prone position. At the same time, all the techniques have to be there. Breath control, being able to keep your heart rate under control as well, and of course your physical movement. And Issf Penny is certainly a master when it comes to the kneeling position. Just looking at him right now. That last shot, 10.2. Peak sight down the other end. There's no magnification necessarily, just to get a clear shot on the target 50 metres away. The 10 ring is only 10.4 millimetres wide. It's an absolute precision sport. It's not just, of course, the physicality, it's the mental battle as well. You need to bring your focus and your attention. It's really long and grueling, a three positions final. Add to that the qualification that's already happened earlier today. This is a real physical and mental test. Be under no illusion. So you see the seats unzipped. Various different parts of the grip. These two have those grip points.
Stop.
Series 1 in the kneeling over and out, and Malinovsky of Kazakhstan signed
the prone
out
strap,
close
which is on
series
the back.
with a lovely
That also helps the suit
10.8.
adjust to
He's
the
in
different
5th place.
positions.
We also saw a
So after a
perfect
first series,
10.9 coming from the world
around
champion
52
Alexander
points if
Schmel.
you can get there.
He's
Higher,
currently in a 4th
even
place.
better.
Leading the way
Let's
is
just see
Issf
who's
Penny.
leading.
Second
Issf
final of
Penny
this World Cup final,
of Hungary,
0.2 ahead of Liu
57,
and
51
Blavatsky both tied.
just 0.2 in front of the world record holder, world number 1 and the Olympic champion.
As you can see, Leper and
Blavatsky
Jura.
also tied
We now
for
move
second
on to
place. They're
series
both
number
on
2 of 5 shots
51.5.
in the kneeling position.
And Alexander Schmel
For the
of
next
Austria
competition
is in
series.
4th place.
Load.
Malinovsky in 5th, Lepa in 6th, tied with Sheran
Start.
also in 6th place. They're both on 50.5, and then Chain Singh of India in 8th place, just under the 50 marker on 49.7. This is now the second series of 5 shots in the kneeling position. From Issf Penny. Real specialist when it comes to kneeling. Leo Yukon also with a 10.9. What else would you expect from the Olympic champion and world record holder and world number 1? Really hard to predict though who will be on the podium in this one. So many top names when it comes to the world of three positions rifle shooting. That look from Issf Penny, I think he just looked down to say, what? And then, nothing to worry about Issf, it's 10.8. He completes his 5-shot series. So just Schmel now. Can't take his time. Still over a minute on the clock, but comes in anyway with a 10.8 in that last
That
shot.
was series 2
series of
in
5.
the
So this
kneeling.
final
We saw
in the kneeling
3
position.
perfect 10.9s during that series. One
Just
from
starting
Liu,
to take a
one
little bit
from
of shape.
Penny, and the
Issf
other
Penny
from
was leading at
Sings.
the
We've
top.
had
The
4
gap was
so
0.2.
far
He's
in
now
this
increased
final.
that
Issf Penny is
say
still the
massive
man to
1.5
catch a series
because
total of
in
52.9
rifle
for the
shooting at
second
this
time.
level,
That is the highest
in the
total
position,
coming from the
that's a
Hungarian
fair old
athlete. A
distance.
1.5 lead over
Round of
Pravatsky,
applause
who's in
coming
second place
from the
out right
crowd.
now. Liu has dropped down into
Issf
fourth.
Penny of
Malinovsky's
Hungary,
in third.
104.6.
And Sin, who
Lepa
was in
just
eighth,
on the
is now up
100
into
marker.
fifth place, 0.2 behind
in
the
eighth
Chinese
place.
athlete. We still have one more series to go in the kneeling
two
position,
Indian
and it's
athletes,
coming up right now.
both in 7th and 5th place respectively.
For the next competition series, load,
So 3 minutes 20 is now on the clock
start.
for the kneeling position in this final series of 5 shots. So all of these athletes in this final, none of them hanging around. And even in that last series, Alexander Schmel was last to shoot with just over a minute to go. Some shots in the 9 ring though. Lepa with the 9.4, Penny with that 9.7, just wayward and off and right to the target, but now corrects that. Slams in a 10.6 from Penny. Pravatsky with a 10.8. Dr. Carney Singh shooting range, they are shooting out into the open. We've got the back wall open and the wind flags just showing just a little bit of wind, so that's where the athletes have to compensate for that over the 50 meters. So Leo Yukon, who is the Olympic champion, world #1 and world record holder, he's completed his kneeling phase. The coaches making their notes, keeping a track of the scores. As the 7-minute changeover approaches, and we'll go from kneeling to the prone position. So this time it's Akil Shiron who's last
Stop.
to shoot,
Unload.
and it's a 10.0. So Issf Penny, the silver
7
medalist in
minutes.
the 10 meters
Change
yesterday
over
here at the World
and
Cup
cycling
final,
time.
continues to lead this competition.
Start.
He did have a gap of 1.5. That's been
So
narrowed
after
ever
our
so
free
slightly, now
series
down
of
to
5 shots in the
1.2.
kneeling
But it's still Penny
position,
leading the way
Issf Penny
on
still leads the
156.4.
way at
Lepa in 8th place,
during
just
that
shy
series
of
for
the
the Hungarian
150
athlete.
marker,
It's a lead of
2.5
1.2
behind.
over
We've got a
Malinovsky,
tie for
who's moved
6th
up one
place.
position into
Schmel, who is the
second
current
place.
world
He
champion, is
had
in
the
5th
highest
place.
series
Lee
total,
Yukon,
that was
the Olympic champion
52,
and world
1.2,
record
so
holder,
the first time
in 4th
the highest
position.
series total
Pravatsky,
went to an athlete
no
that's
surprise
not
to see
Issf
him
Penny.
already in the podium places. Malinovsky of Kazakhstan in 2nd, and Issf Penny leading the way. So those 7 minutes sounds like quite a long time. These athletes will be getting a move on. You can just see Issf Penny adjusting his prone strap on the back of his suit. They'll also be making adjustments elsewhere, unzipping the back. Some do it without trousers at all and just go with the underlayers. You can see Lee Yukon just packing his trousers away, so he won't be wearing those. And with the multi-tool, they'll be making adjustments to their rifle, to the sights, to the back, to the butt. And there's Luciano Rossi, the Issf president, along with Sheikh Al Samad of Kuwait. A very nice man. He spent some time in Kuwait back in February when we were there for the Olympic qualifier. So you can see here now the athletes with the multi-tools just making adjustments to the butt of the rifle, also to the sights as well, because your body's in a completely different position. So this is why these adjustments need to be made, and all these athletes have this rehearsed and down, and they've just got to get on with it themselves. You can see Alexander Schmel with the prone mat. They'll all be getting down in the prone position as soon as possible to take as many sighting shots as they can. So just over 5 minutes to go as the clock ticks down, and then we'll be getting underway with the first series of 5 shots in the prone position.
And after the second series of 5 shots in the standing, our first eliminations will take place. So the athletes in 8 and 7.
Two minutes to go in the changeover, so welcome back to New Delhi. If you're joining us live on Issf TV, wherever you are around the world, then welcome along for the ride. This is the 3P final for the men. A long and grueling final, long and grueling day. Perhaps you could even say that about 2018 with the Olympic Games in the middle. There was so much to do beforehand with those qualification tournaments and events to try and get those priceless quota places, but in some ways, 3 months ago now, it seems as if the Olympic Games is almost a distant memory. Here's Issf Penny of Hungary, took a silver medal in the 10 metres yesterday, and he's currently leading this competition once we get underway with the 3 series in the prone position, which is where we see the highest shots in a 3 positions final. Another packed crowd here in New Delhi. We just saw a few seconds ago not only the Issf president, Mr. Luciano Rossi, who's been here for every single final, but also Sheikh Salman Al Salba, who I had the pleasure of meeting when I was in Kuwait earlier this year. And he was also sitting alongside Kalikesh Narayan Singh Dayal, who is the president of the National Rifle Association of India. So the dignitaries are here. The family and friends are here as we just get to the 30-second marker, and there is the 30-second announcement from our Chief Range Officer. So this is where now the athletes know they've got to settle in to this prone position, and this is when it gets real. So the sighting shot's coming to an end, And Liu Con just taking one final shot before the clock runs out. And he won't take another. So if you're joining us on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get notified of all our broadcasts, and you get it a couple of seconds as well, sometimes a minute or two before the actual broadcast starts. And it just makes life easier for you at home. And there's Vesa Nissinen, who's the president of the Finnish Shooting Sport Federation. And he's also been here for all of the finals so far. So that's how it stands. It's Issf Penny, who is a real specialist in the kneeling position. What will he bring now into the prone position? Leads the final with a gap of 1.2, and that's quite a sizable gap, particularly when it comes to prone shooting. This is where we're going to see the highest individual shots. Well, at least we should do, as of course nerves get to the athletes themselves. So you want to open up with a strong